Hello and welcome to the next watch video. And today I want to show you a beautiful designed watch that you can use as a dress watch and as an everyday watch. I think this design is great. It's really great. This is the Benjamin James Scarifour. I'm not very sure, Scarifour. You can choose whatever you like, but I will refer as the Benjamin James. Yeah, I think this is the only model you can purchase right now from Benjamin James, so it's totally fine. This is the Benjamin James Scarifour, and I think this design is really great. It is a homage. It's inspired by vintage watches. Every watch is in some way inspired by another watch, and if I'm being totally honest, if it's not a direct copy of a Rolex watch, basically nobody realizes that it's a homage watch. So overall, I think it's a well-made watch, and I haven't seen this design at the actual watch right now, besides of the Scarifour. I will blend in a photo of a Psycho looking similar to this one. This is a vintage Psycho I found at Reddit or somewhere like this, and I think it's truly inspired by some vintage watches. So yeah, like I mentioned, every watch is a little bit inspired by other watches. So overall, a really classical designed watch. We will talk about prices later, because it's one of my critiques also about this watch. But first of all, let's talk about the case dimensions. We have an incredible thin watch with 9.4 millimeter case thickness. The watch has a length of 40 millimeter and a width of 31 millimeter. The bracelet is tapering down from 21.6 millimeter to 17.7 millimeter around the clasp. We have a double deploying clasp, hardened mineral coated glass on the bottom where you can see the movement. We have a Miyota 9039 movement inside it with a 4 Hertz sweep, 42 hours of power reserve. Let's look at the dial in this regard. This is really good made. As you can see, we have a sunray finish and we have a circular brushing going towards from the inside to the outside, and this brushing is completely on the dial. Also, we have this beautiful pattern on this dial and applied indices only with the Roman 12 at 12 o'clock. And yeah, we have a little bit Lume applied on it on the hour and minute hands, but the Lume is barely distinguishable between those two, so it's really hard to read the time in the dark. So yeah, the Lume is crap. Normal crown, no screw-down crown, 50 meters of water resistance. We have anti-reflective coating. The anti-reflective coating on the Sapphire crystal is fine, so nothing to complain here. We have this beautiful polished bezel, scratch magnet I would say, and we have a beautiful designed bracelet. The bracelet is also the weak spot in my opinion, as you can see. Let's zoom out a little bit. It's really jangly. Okay. It wears like a Jubilee bracelet worn to the death, and yeah, I really don't like the quality of the bracelet. It doesn't match the case. We have a half link included, so you will get a perfect wrist fit, and overall really beautiful designed watch. I really like this dial, especially this denim blue, but unfortunately you can also get it with the quartz movement. You get it 1 millimeter thinner, and it costs less. I think it costs like 150 pounds less, But overall, you don't get this dial design, this denim blue, or you have a green, and I think it is something like a champagne color. So there are only for the automatic versions, and I don't like the colorways of the quartz version, so I would prefer the quartz version. But I decided to go for the automatic only because of this denim blue, the circular washing I have on this one, and with the sunwave finish. You don't have it with the other models. So let's take the watch on the wrist so that you can see. I have a 17 centimeter Swiss size, 6¾ inch. And this watch wears beautifully, really, really beautifully on my wrist. And I think this style of watch, this is like a dress watch. So you don't have much of a water resistance. But as you might can see, it's really dressy, extremely dressy, with this polished center links. And this size, it wears bigger than the Cartier Santos in medium, in my opinion. I have owned the Cartier Santos in medium. This has like 35 millimeter in widthness, but this one wears larger to its length. It wears more like it's a mixture between a Cartier Santos and a Cartier Tink, I would say. And overall, it wears bigger. And even if you have bigger wrists than mine or smaller wrists than mine, I think this watch suits. So overall, you can wear it like a jewelry with a bigger wrist, and with a smaller wrist, it looks more like a traditional watch in our age. So overall, really, really great choice of the size. So let's come to some negatives. First of all, the bracelet. Like I mentioned, I think it doesn't match the quality of the case. It's not the same. It's jingly, and I don't like the bracelet overall. I like the design of the bracelet, but I think they could execute it more refined. Second of all, price. This one costs around 565 British pounds. So overall, I have paid 660 euros around this price, and I have to pay taxes. So I had paid like 800 euros. And for 800 euros, I think this watch is a little bit overpriced. I'm being totally honest. And now I come to the second problem. First of all, on the quartz movement, you can see it's written England here. And first of all, this brand was initially in the United Kingdom, I think. It was a Kickstarter program, and they started with a very fair price. And now they have increased their prices to a certain amount, which I can justify, in my opinion. And also they moved their complete base to China. So I was initially a little bit skeptical because I got the package and it was addressed from Hong Kong. So I looked up the website again, and there was written that they are moved to China to 2025, and Benjamin James and his wife lived there and ship and operate from there. Yeah, okay, sorry, but it seems like they moved for a certain reason to China because they can save money. And in the same way, to increase the price for this watch, and if I compare this watch to Yudao, for Yudao Warrior, look, you can check out my review about the Yudao Warrior, and the Yudao Warrior is better finished. It's better finished, it has the same movement, it has a better anti-reflective coating, it has a better bracelet, and it only costs 350 to 400 euros. This one I have paid 800 euros. For that price, it's overpriced. And I'm totally honest, I only have paid like 400 euros more only because of this great design. That's only my total honesty about it. I'm not sponsored in any way, and I have to be totally honest. I think they have gone a little bit too far with it. Especially, I know, yeah, they are always sold out because everyone wants this design. I think this design is really great. I love that design, and I will keep this watch for now. I'm very I change my mood every day, so I can't tell you for sure if I will keep it. But overall, I think they gone in 2 years too far. That's my opinion. I don't know what you think about it. Let me know in the comments. I would be really interested what you think about this. But overall, I think Benjamin James has made an incredible good watch, but they have gone a little bit too far with the pricing. Let's show you a Lume shot in the end, that you can see that the Lume is really crappy. So as you might see, yeah, there's Lume, but the Lume is not really great. And overall, you have also to see that between the hour and the minute hands, there's no big difference in length. So it will, if you are sleepy at night and want to check out the time, it can be incredibly difficult, in my honest opinion. And one thing also I want to say, please don't write England there. Here this is automatic, but on the quartz movement, there's written England. Where here automatic stands, there's written England. Yeah, if you operate and sell and ship from China, please don't write England there. It's not fair. Yeah? You have moved probably to China to save some income, to save some, to have cheap employees. Yeah, I think it would be totally fine to pay 800 euros if the watch comes from England, is serviced and assembled there, and fair wages were paid, but I don't know. Then be at least a little bit honest and also say, okay, this watch costs 400 or 500 euros because we didn't pay that much wages. So yeah, but most of the profits go in their own pockets. Let's be honest. Yeah, that's my honest opinion. I know I will probably get a lot of critique from it, but I will say it. I don't care. And yeah, that's it for this video. I didn't want to sound that critical, but sometimes, yeah, I was skeptical. I was torn between sending this watch back or making this video. I think it was important to make this video. The watches held their value very well because the demand is very big and great for this style of watch, but still, I had to say it. I still hope that you enjoyed this video, and if so, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate your help that I can still say my honest opinion about watches. So yeah, stay safe. Till next time. Bye.